Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, we can finally talk about this.
I've been waiting to do this one since we started this.
I think this is primarily the reason why we started this one, this whole series. Just talk about this game.
We'll talk about that in a second. So, MK versus DC not only left everybody confused, but kind of left a sour taste in everybody's mouth. So,
I like how you said sour taste as I'm drinking my soda.
yeah. On June 9th, 2010, literally the day before I graduated high school, some short film came out. Mortal Kombat related, where it was super realistic. And it was actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Then the very next day, they announced a trailer for a game. So I don't know how the hell that happened, because they weren't related at all. And the trailer was simply called Mortal Kombat. And at that time, I thought it was just a working title. No, the game is just called
Mortal Kombat.
But it showed back to a locked 2D plane. And nothing but characters from MK1, 2, 3.
Thank God.
So I was like, wait, what's going on here? And then they showed the trailer. They revealed more of the game. And this is the first Mortal Kombat game I really followed up on. Because I was like, this looks incredible. It looked like everything everybody had been asking for since MK4.
Pretty much.
But anyway, the game right here, Mortal Kombat. First of all, this cover art is badass.
I'm surprised you don't have a poster of this.
This is this ever since MK vs. DC, they started doing this thing where Scorpion is basically on the cover of every game. You'd think it would be Scorpion Sub-Zero. After this, it's literally just Scorpion. But
yeah.
The story is real. Well, besides the gameplay, the story actually really had me intrigued. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, we found out what the story was going to be.
So let's actually go ahead and talk about that.
We're going to jump right into it?
Well, before we talk about how we feel about the game.
Oh, I have a story behind how I feel about this game, and you should know it.
Mm-hmm. So, the story is finally the continuation to Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Yes, do you want
5 years in the making. So when Armageddon,
guess what happens?
When Armageddon came out, we all just kind of assumed that Taven defeated Blaze, and the quest was a failure. Everybody got stronger. It's not really what happened.
That is not what happened.
So the cutscene shows everybody's fucking dead. Everybody's dead.
Haha, Sub-Zero killed Scorpion.
Not confirmed, but you see,
you see his sword in Scorpion.
Someone else could have grabbed the sword, but the point is, it's implied that certain people killed certain people. You see Baraka's arm in Sub-Zero's back. You see Kung Lao's hat shot Baraka in half. You see Shinnok's arms in Kung Lao. You see Scorpion's sword in Noob Saibot.
Literally, the opening is just bodies.
People are just ripped apart. So it goes to the pyramid, and you see fire. So Blaze has been defeated. By whom?
Oh.
You hear two people fighting, and you don't know who it is. Raiden gets knocked away by Shao Kahn.
You stupid Dark Raiden outfit.
Shao Kahn killed Blaze.
Because of course he did.
Shao Kahn
the worst person you could possibly think of to win.
So to go back, Taven did fight Blaze.
Okay.
He lost. And Blaze killed him. Shao Kahn somehow got out of Onaga's grasp.
Honestly, I like to think Taven just kind of was whining the whole time while fighting Blaze, because that's pretty much all he does in the conquest.
And then Shao Kahn killed Blaze, so... Wouldn't
it be funny if Taven actually did beat Blaze and Shao Kahn just comes in and smashes his head with the hammer?
That's what I thought happened at first, but no, they confirmed Shao Kahn is in fact the one who killed Blaze. You see him absorbing Blaze's power at one point. It's also
hilarious.
It's also an attention to detail that I appreciate. The character design for Shao Kahn is his character model from MK vs. DC.
Because
that's what
using assets.
But that's what he looked like at this point in the storyline.
True.
So attention to detail, guys. Good job.
Well, Raiden has the dark
Raiden's dark Raiden, but like
Yeah.
Sub-Zero's outfit is from this game.
Everyone's
Shang Tsung's is from this game.
e-
Scorpion's from
everyone's
this game.
They do make Liu Kang look like a zombie.
They do.
So they did that.
But Shao Kahn, with Blaze's power, Raiden has no chance.
No.
No chance.
No one has a chance.
And Raiden's amulet gets destroyed. And he grabs and starts chanting something, and Shao Kahn's like, oh yeah, pray to the worms, the elder gods can't stop me now, type of thing.
They're worms. They masquerade as dragons.
But they are mere... I mean, compared to him at this point, he's right.
Yeah.
So...
Shao Kahn wins.
So Raiden leaves with a message he must win. I'll get to what that means at the end, but...
I can't wait to talk about that, because I was right.
Anyway. So Raiden hits Shao Kahn right as he's about to hit Raiden. So we could...
Seconds. Literally
We could safely presume that...
In this original timeline...
Raiden died, yeah.
Everyone died.
But Raiden sends a message to his past self. You see all the events from the previous games. Just boom, 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 boom.
And it's actually really impressive that they did little renders of Onaga, the Deadly Alliance.
And you see Shinnok, you see Liu Kang defeating Shao Kahn in MK2, you see the first tournament, you see Reptile.
Like, the amount of detail they put into this is really cool.
Then it cuts back to an alternate version of MK1's timeline.
Yeah, we're back in MK1.
But, like, Nightwolf is there, and Baraka's there, and...
Reptile.
Reptile.
Well, he was always there.
But...
Katana's there.
Sector and
Jade.
Cyrax as humans are there, which is interesting to see them in the games as humans.
It's very cool to see them as a Katana and Jade are there.
But so Raiden doesn't really know
And unfortunately, Quan Chi's there. In that same goddamn outfit!
that he's had since Deadly Alliance.
I don't know why it bugs me. It just does.
But so now we're in an altered event, an alternate version of the timeline, which is fine. But
yeah, whatever.
So they're at the beginning of the Mortal Kombat tournament, and Raiden's he's got these visions, and Liu Kang's like, "Yo, you okay?" He's like, "I'm fine," but then his amulet starts cracking.
Yeah.
So the tournament starts. Shang Tsung's there. He starts introducing everybody. Johnny Cage starts being a cocky douchebag.
And he has, like, the best line in the game.
So the game, just like the first one, the story mode split into, it's not two separate stories anymore, it's one story.
Yeah.
But it's longer than both stories in MK vs. DC put together.
Yes. Well, effectively, they're covering 3 games.
Mm-hmm. But it just like the last game, it's split chapter to chapter. And the first chapter is Johnny Cage, who... I love how they start with the hidden character from the first game. Just throw Reptile right as
Reptile's
the
the first match. It's officially the first match of the tournament.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Johnny Cage versus Reptile. And then Baraka. And Johnny Cage just doesn't think this is real.
No, it's all fake.
But Johnny Cage...
remember, when he fights Baraka, he's like, whoa, we're doing Tommy Scissor Fist.
So Liu Kang thinks Johnny Cage...
scouting
Liu
Baraka.
Kang is not a fan of Johnny Cage. Raiden's like, no, trust me. And when Shang Tsung tells him to kill Baraka, he's like...
Huh?
No, I'm not going to kill anybody. Like, what you mean? And so Raiden and Liu Kang introduce themselves after he starts flirting with Sonya.
Can you blame him, though?
No, I can't. And he doesn't believe the whole Shao Kahn thing, and Raiden tells Liu Kang, like, yo, listen, just give him a chance, trust me, just trust me on this.
Liu Kang...
For the most part, actually, Raiden for like 99% of the game, except for like one major fuck-up, is actually pretty correct in this whole story.
Yeah, Liu Kang
aside
is
from
kind of
one major...
Liu Kang is just a prima donna in this
There's
game.
one thing Raiden is wrong about, and I will
100% wrong. We'll get to that.
But for the most part, Raiden
it's...
knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, but for the most part, I really don't like how they did Liu Kang in this game. They really did him dirty, personality-wise.
As the not at the beginning, as the game gets going, as the game goes on, he starts. So now, at first, Liu Kang's fine.
I guess.
So now Johnny Cage fights Sonya, and then saves her from Kano. So they form a friendship, and you find out Sonya's there to save Jax.
Yeah, Jax is in the first.
So Sonya does save Jax.
Yeah.
After meeting Raiden, and Raiden heals Jax, and they start like having they start bonding. So you got Liu Kang, Raiden.
The heroes start coming together and bonding.
At this point in the
They
story,
become the super best friends.
At this point in the story, a lot earlier than I thought, Scorpion's chapter happens.
Yeah.
Scorpion's chapter 3.
Yeah, it's crazy how quickly they got to him.
Scorpion immediately like, no, where's Sub-Zero? Where's Sub-Zero? Where's Sub-Zero? Where's Sub-Zero?
He doesn't shut up about it.
So he has to fight Nightwolf. Defeats him. And then Raiden has a vision of one of the guards. It's Kung Lao.
Kung Lao's here, no. So,
And
did you think they did that from like Shaolin?
it's
Monks?
a reference to Shaolin monks.
Okay, awesome.
So Kung Lao challenges Scorpion, and Scorpion just wipes him. And he's like, "You don't even know what you're doing."
This game does come
So
out dirty.
Quan Chi is in control of Scorpion in this game because that's just the role that he's supposed to have at this point in the story. And Raiden has a vision of Noob Saibot. And he has to talk with Scorpion. He's like, please don't kill him. He's like, oh no, I'm taking that guy down. And Raiden's like, yo, listen. If you want to defeat him, beat him in a fight, go right ahead. But don't kill him, and I will go to the Elder Gods Hunter Zero where he was erected. Scorpion's like, oh. Okay. And he agrees. Scorpion does agree to it. So then he beats Sector and Cyrax in a fight because they start talking shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we'll get to that when we get to gameplay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in gameplay. Then he's like, I'll have my revenge, but I won't kill Sub-Zero. And Sub-Zero being the cocky, because this is older Sub-Zero,
God damn it.
who is officially named in this game as Bihan. This is the first time he was
Yeah,
named.
this is the first time they both get names.
We'll talk about the other one's name when we get to him, but Bihan starts taunting Scorpion. And Scorpion sends him to another realm. And Scorpion beats him, but he doesn't want to kill him. He doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So Quan Chi shows him the massacre of the Shirai Ryu, and Scorpion gets pissed. So this happened. This is the first major change in the timeline. Scorpion kills Sub-Zero a lot sooner this time.
Yeah.
So Sub-Zero's like, yo, that's not me. Scorpion rips off his face and burns him alive.
Yeah, Sub-Zero's like, yeah, that's not me. You can clearly tell that's my younger brother's outfit.
And so Scorpion's just like, screw it, and just kills him. Comes back with Sub-Zero's spine, and
it's a really effective scene. The music and everything.
You could tell Scorpion really didn't want to do it.
He's like, I fucked up.
So Raiden has a conversation with Cyrax. Because you could tell Cyrax is conflicted about the whole Lin Kuei thing.
Well, because they mention
the Cyber Initiative.
Yeah.
And
which is actually pretty cool. They were talking about it even when the first tournament was going on.
He doesn't want to do it.
Can you blame him?
And he knows it's wrong, but he's loyal to the Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei, so he's got a conflict of interest here. He was assigned to kill Johnny Cage. He defeats Johnny Cage, but after talking with Raiden, he decides not to kill him.
Yep.
Then he defeats Sector and says, I'm out. We'll get back to that. Now we switch perspectives. This also is one of the only times in the game, because this is the MK1 segment. Usually when you're in the game segment, you play as in the MK1 portion, you play as characters from MK1. MK2, you play as characters from MK2, MK3. This is one of the only times they flip-flop that, which is because you're an MK3 character in the MK1 portion. They only do that one other time.
Yep.
So now we're in Liu Kang's portion. So Liu Kang meets Katana. I'm doing some training, and he finds out that she is Shao Kahn's daughter.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, look, we never met. This encounter never took place. You have shamed no one. He just lets her go. Because he doesn't want to kill her, because he wants to hit that. So Liu Kang ends up defeating the runner-up of the tournament, Scorpion.
Yeah.
So he defeats Scorpion and Quan Chi. And
I don't know why he had to fight Quan Chi also.
But then he's sent to challenge Goro. He defeats Goro.
Goro.
And then after he defeats Goro, he challenges Shang Tsung one-on-one. And defeats Shang Tsung and wins the tournament. So day is saved, and Raiden's been taking it, telling him that, hey, look, I've had these visions, and I think the best way to stop this is for you to defeat Shang Tsung.
Yep.
Because Raiden,
he's not getting the full story, so
he's only getting pieces, flashes.
So literally, in Raiden's mind, he's pretty much... Oh, shit.
He thinks that if Liu Kang defeats Shang Tsung, everything's
He's pretty much
fine.
just thinking if it's like how it normally played out, it's gonna be fine.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
So Liu Kang does win, but his amulet cracks even more. Now it evolves into MK2, so Sonya gets captured.
Well, no. First off, Shang Tsung goes
to Shao Kahn.
Yeah.
This is where Shao Kahn's introduced, and he looks a lot younger because he is a lot younger.
He's the best looking he's ever been.
But that's why I'm saying attention
We'll get
to
into that
detail.
when we get to character designs.
It's just a good attention to detail that now they're using a younger Shao Kahn as compared to the beginning of the game where they used an older Shao Kahn.
Yeah.
And so he's like, all right, let's bring them out. Bring them to Outworld. They're on our turf now. So Shao Kahn restores Shang Tsung's youth. And Raiden meets Shang Tsung. Or Shang Tsung goes to Raiden.
They're having the celebration because they won Mortal Kombat. Earth Realm is saved. And Shang Tsung just strolls up like, yo.
We're going to have another tournament. And you're going to come. And Raiden's like, nah, we won. Screw you.
Okay.
Until they capture Sonya.
Then Shang Tsung just unleashes a whole Tarkatan army on the monks.
So they're like, all right, well, we got to do it. So now we're in Outworld in the MK2 story. Not much happens in Jax's chapter storyline-wise, admittedly.
You mean Ermac?
You see Ermac, yeah. Well, you see Ermac in the MK1 story.
You do?
Yeah, Liu Kang fights him.
What?
Liu Kang fights Ermac.
Oh, yeah. Anywho. Jax happens in Sub-Zero. No,
Then
Smoke.
Then we see Smoke and Tundra.
Kuai Liang.
Kuai Liang, who takes the mantle of his older brother.
But it's so cool we get his code name.
Sub-Zero. It was Tundra, which, for those of you who don't know, when they were originally creating Mortal Kombat, Sub-Zero's original name was Tundra.
This game has so many Easter eggs.
But they liked Sub-Zero. They changed the name to Sub-Zero, and then they decided, hey, we still have that name. Let's use it for Kuai Liang's original code name.
There's so many Easter eggs. It's awesome.
And now this is... I love Smoke in this game. I think Smoke is cool as hell in this game.
Yeah.
We actually have some good character development with Smoke, because he has to fight Shang Tsung, who takes the form of Bi-Han.
Yeah.
And all Smoke cares about is Sub-Zero. Like, Sub-Zero's his best friend. That's all he cares about. He just wants to protect Sub-Zero, keep Sub-Zero safe. He's only here because Sub-Zero wants to know what happened to his brother. Now we switch over to Sub-Zero.
Well, okay. Smoke runs into Johnny Cage and Raiden.
Oh, yes, that's true.
So Smoke allies with them.
Because Smoke, unlike Bi-Han, isn't really a bad guy.
Yeah, Smoke and Tundra, we're just going to call him Sub-Zero now.
Yeah, now he's Sub-Zero.
They're not bad guys. They're pretty much dudes of honor, and they're just like, yo, like, we're just...
So Sub-Zero runs into Jax and Sonya. Ermac destroys Jax's arms.
Yeah. Kind of brutal also.
So Sub-Zero tells Sub-Zero, he doesn't really know them, but he's like, hey, look, there's a portal. If you want to get out of Outworld, go there. I got a mission to take care of, otherwise I'd help you, but I got something to do.
Yeah.
So Sub-Zero goes to Shao Kahn's arena.
And demands to fight Scorpion.
He ends up fighting Reptile. And, flashback a little bit. Raiden has a vision of the Cyber Initiative. Smoke getting turned into one.
He prevents it.
He saves him from Sector and Cyrax.
Yeah.
Who, I guess Sector found Cyrax, turned him into a cyborg.
Yeah.
That's
one of the little problems I had.
They never explain it. Cyrax is just a robot now.
Yeah.
So, after Sub-Zero defeats Reptile, Shao Kahn's like, okay, cool. Quan Chi, bring in Scorpion. Sub-Zero defeats Scorpion. But the Cyber Linquace show up. And here's the second major change to the timeline.
Since we saved Smoke,
Sub-Zero gets captured.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Don't worry, we'll circle back to that.
Yeah, Sub-Zero gets captured.
Now
and not Shang Tsung, Shao Kahn's kind of annoyed, like, hey, Katana, if you're my captain here of my security...
Why are all these ninjas here?
He just kind of flips on her.
Katana, now we're following Katana, And she's not really liking what's going on. So she does some soul searching, bonds a little bit with Raiden, finds all them.
Yeah.
Ends up in Shang Tsung's flesh pits and finds Melina.
Yeah.
Then Shao Kahn's like, I killed your dad, stole your mother, and adopted you. I could care less about you.
Yeah, I now have a real daughter.
Yeah, so Katana sides with Raiden and Liu Kang and all that.
In all honesty, kind of stupid as Shao Kahn.
And now Jade, because she's Shao Kahn, she's Katana's friend, also ends up joining with Earthrealm.
Yeah. They go and free Katana.
So Kung Lao's chapter happens now.
Here we go.
Some heavy shit's about to happen. So we see Noob Saibot here. And Kung Lao's like, have I met you before?
You look kind of familiar, except you have a hood.
Yeah, but so we get to the final battle of the tournament, and the whole he must win thing is
Raiden literally
he doesn't know what that means.
Yeah.
So he's like, if it's not Liu Kang, maybe it's Kung Lao. So he sends Kung Lao in. Kung Lao defeats
the Deadly Alliance.
Well, actually, hold on, those Deadly Alliance, which is funny. And then he defeats Kintaro. After he defeats Kintaro, Shao Kahn comes in and breaks his neck.
Yeah, that's another change.
That's the one major thing Raiden fucked up on here. Kung Lao
I wouldn't say that. There's another thing.
Kung Lao is dead.
Yeah. They killed him.
Liu Kang
doing my boy dirty.
Liu Kang jumps in, and after a ridiculously difficult boss fight,
oh god,
Liu Kang defeats Shao Kahn.
So Raiden thinks, oh, he must win meant Liu Kang beating Shao Kahn. Of course. Nope. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
So the Outworld guys are like, oh, well, Shao Kahn's dead. Who's taking over? Shao Kahn's like, the you mean?
The fuck you say,
no,
boy?
I am alive.
I'm just a little lighter.
Quan Chi in this version, it's Quan Chi's idea.
Yeah.
To resurrect Sindel. But let's resurrect her in Earthrealm. Okay.
Sure.
So Sindel's back. And the whole merger starts happening.
Yup. We're now on MK3.
And we're introduced here to Stryker and Cabal, who is a cop.
And we actually see what Cabal looks like outside the mask. Also pretty cool.
So Stryker is cooler in this game than he really ever has been.
Yeah, this game made Stryker actually kind of an okay character.
Kintaro lights poor Cabal on fire, though.
He's voiced by Jiraiya, and he gets burnt alive.
I think it's at this point in the storyline, too. We see Motaro.
Yes, right before Cabal gets burned, they see Johnny Cage fighting Motaro.
Because in the original timeline,
Raiden comes in.
Because in the original timeline, Motaro killed Johnny Cage. This time, Raiden's like, no, fuck you, and he kills Motaro.
He just does that traditional. What is that move?
What? Oh, the torpedo attack.
Yeah, he does reveal that. Breaks down bridges with Motaro.
And Motaro just dies.
There's mad disrespect from Motaro in this.
You know, Motaro is just...
He gets done worse than Kung Lao. Oh, God.
So, yeah, Motaro is in a
dead.
cutscene, but he's not a boss character.
Yeah, you don't get the final... It really sucks for Motaro, though.
So Stryker
They just can't do the centaurs in 3D.
Stryker ends up joining with
Raiden
and all them.
Cabal gets taken
by
back
Kano,
to Outworld by Kano.
And he repairs and puts a mask on him.
You think he used, scrap pieces from the Cyber Initiative on Cabal?
He might have. They never explain it.
They never explain it. It would make sense.
Cabal is pissed, and he beats
he gave him pigtails. Why wouldn't he be pissed?
He doesn't like what's going on. He beats the crap out of Kano. Ends up getting out of Outworld.
But apparently we find out Cabal used to be Black Dragon with Kano, but he left and became a cop. So pretty cool.
He overhears and sees something going on. I think it's about the Soulnado.
Yeah, but also here Shao Kahn pretty much kills Shang Tsung.
Yeah, he kills Shang Tsung and merges him with Sindel.
Well, not really merges. He just gives Sindel his power.
We'll talk about
that
later.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
So Cabal gets back to Earthrealm. He ends up seeing Cyber Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
He defeats Cyber Sub-Zero, who is then reprogrammed back to the side of good.
Yes.
So he's like, "Oh my God, what am I right now?" And
I don't know how to feel about Cyber Sub-Zero.
Anywho,
Yeah.
so he's like, "All right, I'll do a thing." And he finds the Solnado.
No, he has my favorite fight in the story mode, so
He ends up meeting Noob Saibot.
it's something fans been waiting for.
And they start going back and forth. And Noob Saibot does reveal that he was Bihan. And Kuai Liang's like, "Look at us, we're both flawed copies of our former selves." And Noob Saibot's like, "I have no flaws, Quan Chi has perfected me."
Yeah, Bihan's kind of like, ooh, I like being bad. It makes me happy.
Kuai Liang's like, "But brother, we share blood. We are not brothers."
Yep, Bihan's officially turned bad.
Hard line. Kuai Liang defeats him, and then Nightwolf comes in, kills Noob Saibot by kicking him to the Solnado and just...
Yeah, he's gone. For now.
But
no one stays dead in Mortal Kombat.
Raiden and Liu Kang go to talk to the Elder Gods. They're like, "We gotta stop this. Enough is enough." And Liu Kang at this point starting to become a little bit of
an asshole.
He starts questioning literally everything Raiden does, everything Raiden says.
Honestly, though, in Liu Kang's defense, and I call him an asshole, I'll admit it, but given what is going on, Raiden's kind of lead them down the wrong way. Like, dude, my best friend died. This ninja became a cyborg. The worlds are merging. Your elder gods won't do crap.
Sindel comes in.
Here we go.
And kills everybody
everyone.
except for Johnny Cage, Nightwolf, and Sonya. And not even in ways that would kill them. Like, except maybe you could argue Jade.
All right, hang on. This is pretty much all Sindel does. Stand right there. Boom.
Punches Cyber Sub-Zero. He just dies. Turns Smoke's head around, but the guy's literally made of smoke.
Just kind of does this.
She ripped, like, it looked like she ripped Jade's heart out. So
Yeah,
that was
a clean kill.
That one I can give you. Jax, what did she do? Step on his neck?
I mean, the heel probably pierced his neck, so
It's a Mortal Kombat character.
I mean, but still, a hole in the neck, still a hole in the neck.
They can get shot in the neck, fucking sliced up the back, and they'll be.
Every fan has probably has issue with this scene.
Nightwolf,
let's be honest,
is able to kill Sindel with some sort of spell,
but he kills himself.
Kills himself too. So Liu Kang is like, "All right, I've had enough. I'm done.
Fuck this. I'm an atheist."
So he's like, "I'm gonna go take down Shang Tsung myself, or Shao Kahn myself." Raiden's last resort. This is, by the way, the other time they flip-flop, because the final chapter of the game is Raiden.
Yes.
He goes to the Netherrealm.
He tries to bargain with the Netherrealm to help them defeat Outworld.
Quan Chi.
And Liu Kang's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "You know what? Fuck you, go. I'm just gonna help the wounded here." Only two.
What you find out is Shao Kahn was like, "I'll give you that same deal."
But here's the thing. You help me, you get all the people, Earthrealm people that die.
And you see all the people that died are revenants now.
Yeah, this ain't gonna come back to bite them in the ass.
So, Raiden defeats...
Even Sindel.
Even Raiden defeats Quan Chi. And he has an epiphany. Because he's like, the Elder Gods wouldn't allow this if he... Oh
my god.
He must win means Shao Kahn.
I just want to pause here. The he must win thing was around like before the game came out. And I'm just being the dumbest, like, what if he must win means Shao Kahn wins?
Q.
I never expected that. I did not expect that. So I'm like, oh my god, I was right.
So Raiden comes in and he's like, "Yo, Liu Kang, we gotta let him merge. We gotta let him do it."
And Liu Kang's like, "What the fuck have you been smoking? Did you smoke?
And unfortunately, Raiden accidentally kills Liu.
This is Raiden's fuck up. Oh, he fucking makes him into a well done steak.
So Shao Kahn does merge. Just show up. Raiden's like, okay, whatever. I got it. Shao Kahn now starts pulverizing him the exact same way that he did in the past.
They literally cut the opening of the game to this point of the game.
Even like same dialogue and everything.
It's literally the same dialogue.
But the elder
except he doesn't have the blaze aura, he has his normal green aura, and he just looks better in this cutscene.
The elder gods finally do intervene, and with that power boost, Raiden finally kills Shao Kahn.
Oh my god. Shao Kahn's finally dead.
But at what cost?
Johnny Cage is still alive.
The one guy that dies, the one that survives.
Because he's pretty.
But then you see...
He's so pretty.
But then Quan Chi's like, hey, master, it all worked out. And then, shit up! And there's your cliffhanger.
Dun dun dun.
So... We just spent 30 minutes talking about the story.
And we still haven't talked about the gameplay, the character design,
the story mode of this...
Our personal memories with this game.
The story mode of this Mortal Kombat is the best Mortal Kombat movie ever made.
It is. Oh my god. Like, I can still just sit down and watch it on YouTube. I love the story mode of this game.
I'll give NetherRealm this. Their story modes, generally speaking, are...
Oh yeah, like, they went full hard into this. They learned... Everything they learned from MK vs. DC in terms of doing a story mode... They upped the ante
not
with this.
Just this one, MKX and 11 too. Like
we'll get to MKX next.
They do put effort in.
There is effort. I'll give it MKX that one. There is effort.
But now
I have a love-hate relationship with that game. But we'll get to that next time. Anywho,
the story was excellent. I got the game the day it launched at the midnight release. I was up till 7 a.m.
I got it the next morning. Actually, he picked it up. I can go into that. Like literally, when this game came out, I had to get my appendix taken out. And without this game, it would not have been an easy recovery.
I went to the midnight premiere of the game.
Well, where did you... Okay, so here's the thing. When you pre-ordered the game, you got classic ninja skins.
I pre-ordered from GameStop because I wanted the Scorpion one. He got it from Best Buy because he wanted the Sub-Zero one.
Well, eventually they released all of them.
But at the time...
Didn't we actually use our codes to get Scorpion and Sub-Zero?
Because you had my account on your PS3, so we just got both and it worked out. But... Anywho, so I was up the whole night playing story. I didn't even touch the arcade mode till the next day.
You beat the story mode in one sitting?
One sitting.
Damn.
I was up till like the sun came up playing the story because Shao Kahn killed me like 27 times. We'll talk about that now. The actual game, we'll talk about the gameplay now, and it is return to form and then some. Oh my god.
Like, gone is the 3D, gone is the different fighting styles, gone are the weapons.
People still have weapons in their combos and stuff.
And yeah, kind of, but it's not the same. Like, thank God for this.
I think the only character that has, like, weapons in their normal stance is maybe Baraka?
Probably. But thank God we went back to the old ways.
Yeah, so... You're back to custom combos. You're back to really fast, quick movement.
Oh,
Special moves actually feel relevant again.
Yeah, but they also add something new.
So we have a meter now, and it's got 3 bars. So the first bar is an enhancement move, so you can enhance one of your special
So pretty
attacks.
much what they did was they took the combat rage meter
and made it work.
But they also added something to it.
So if you get 2 bars, there's your combo breaker. Bar 3 is your X-ray move, which is a super powered move that does a crazy amount of damage and it looks awesome.
Yeah. And
you hit them and you do eternal damage. Like Sub-Zero's, he slides into the guy, freezes their liver and crushes it. Man,
Johnny Cage's, he does he pretty much does what he does at Gore on the movie. Or his old fatality.
Yeah. The fatalities, speaking of, are gross.
Oh my god, but they're so cool.
My favorite fatality of all time is actually in this game.
Which one?
Oh, Noob Cybots.
Yep, that's mine.
Oh my god.
You want to explain it?
So he, Noob Saibot's finally a real original character in this game. So his whole thing is shadows. So
He's actually my favorite character to play as in
the
this
body
game.
is Noob and the shadow is Saibot. So he could summon the shadow and do like the Sub-Zero slide with the shadow or teleport with a shadow. Boom, boom, boom.
He is my favorite character to play as in this game.
He grabs one end, the shadow grabs the other. They just pull him in half from the bottom up. So it's like crack right at the groin, crack, their intestines are falling out. Crack.
It's so brutal.
Scorpions has a crazy one too. Sub-Zeros
That's
are
the traditional one, right?
Scorpion has his flame, but he's got like he sliced the guy by the neck, sliced the guy in half, kicks the body and slices the head in half.
Yeah. Sub-Zero, he has a spine rip, right?
Sub-Zero has the spine rip.
Yeah.
He has a couple of he has one where he freezes the guy's stomach, cracks it, and pulls their spine out from their stomach.
Yeah.
And then freezes the body and smashes the head.
Oh,
smashes
God.
the body with the spine.
Those fatalities are so cool in this game.
Liu Kang has his dragon fatality again, and it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's
Oh man.
but it's really fast. This is the one fighting game aside from maybe Melee and now Ultimate, but that I played nonstop. I didn't mean to drop the case for years until its sequel came out.
Honestly, I could still pick up and play this.
I probably could still too, but Mortal Kombat I play 11 now mainly. But
That's fair.
the graphics are a huge step up from MK vs.
Oh
DC.
god, yeah.
Character designs are way.
These are my favorite character designs, except for Reptile.
The backgrounds are gorgeous.
It's the old favorites.
Except the portal. For some reason, the portal is
Yeah,
not.
why wasn't the portal in this?
The bosses look incredible. Koro, Kintaro, and Shao Kahn just. But you know, there's a standard arcade mode, and you have 3 bosses: Kintaro, Goro, and Shao Kahn. Goro and Kintaro are actually a lot easier than they used to be.
Yeah, they're pretty much.
Shao Kahn can go
sucks.
fuck himself.
And it's still. I beat him plenty of times, so.
No, but this is. I think it's been confirmed he is the hardest boss in Mortal Kombat history.
Harder than the next one?
Yeah. Like, this Shao Kahn is a jerk off.
Yeah, he sucks.
His X-ray does 60% damage.
It's a pain.
Well, this is the first game where the bosses all have fatalities now, too.
Yeah.
And they're badass. Babalities are back.
Yes.
I love them. It's not just they're do a baby anymore. Like, they have actual like individual animations. And it's so
It's
good.
really funny.
There's a challenge tower now.
Yes.
Which is I actually, because when the game first came out, I don't know if you guys remember this, PSN got hacked and it was down for like a month. So I just did all the challenges. I did literally every single one. I didn't pay to win any of them. I did all of them. That last one's a bitch.
I didn't do it.
And what you get for doing it is actually kind of bullshit.
What do you get?
Melina wrapped up in bandages.
You know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that.
I would have preferred like a playable Shao Kahn or something.
Just another costume for Merlina. Like,
But the challenges
Not
themselves,
worth
it's a fun thing to do. Like, it's
yeah,
cool.
it's really cool.
But the reward is just, yeah. But speaking of rewards, the Crypt is badass in this game.
This is when the Crypt started getting good.
Like, you have this whole field you can explore, and it's split into like 4 different areas. It's not just chests anymore. It's like dead bodies you can rip up. There's fucking floating things in a river of blood. There's these like things hanging from a tree. It's so cool.
This is when the Crypt started getting good.
And then you have this thing in the alt there also called Necropolis, is where you find character bios, character artwork, this, that, the other. And it's really cool. Like, they put a lot of effort. There's a monster in the Crypt that can attack you. It's just like a JPEG image. But when I first saw it, I was like, whoa! But it's really cool. There's a lot of creativity there.
There's a lot of time they put into this.
Roster-wise,
Alright, let's get into this.
everyone basically from MK 1, 2, and 3 is here, with the exception of Quan Chi is in here.
Ugh.
So we got Scorpion, who has got every single move he should have except the backflip kick. I do miss that. He's got the Hellfire, he's got the Spear, he's got his teleport, he's got his Scissor Kick, he's got his Air Throw, everything you would need. Sub-Zero, everything.
No more Cryomancer! No more Cryomancer!
He's got his Slide again. The
Slide's back.
I think he's got the Ice Clone, too.
I think so.
But Liu Kang is standard Liu Kang, Kung Lao is Kung Lao.
Johnny Cage is Johnny Cage.
Sonya.
Awesome tattoo of his name on his chest.
Basically, all the characters in this game are what you know them to be. But we'll go over them all. So Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Sonya, Johnny Cage, Jax, Kano, Raiden, Katana, Jade, Melina, Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, Cabal, Stryker, Smoke, Noob Saibot, Ermac, Shiva, Baraka,
Quan Chi.
Did I say Cabal?
I don't know.
Cyber Sub-Zero, Reptile. I think that's everybody.
Except for the DLC characters.
We'll talk about them in a second. So this was the first and Cyber Sub-Zero.
You mentioned Cyber Sub-Zero.
This was the first MK game to have.
Who's the only unlockable character?
No, Quan Chi is too.
Quan Chi was unlockable?
You have to unlock Cyber Sub-Zero and Quan Chi.
Oh.
1 second.
Composed.
Anywho,
yeah.
So this is the first game in the series to have DLC characters. So the first one was a new character, Scarlett.
She was a rumored character, or she was in the lore, maybe in the comics or something. A background in the older games. I don't really remember the circumstances.
Well,
behind
she's here
her.
now, and
it's cool. She's really cool.
She's basically a vampire.
She's a blood ninja.
So basically a vampire.
Not really. It's different.
And now we also have Kenshi. So Kenshi's a DLC character.
He just has his Deadly Alliance costume.
But
I wish they updated his design a little bit.
But it's cool seeing this character in a much better playstyle.
Yeah, I think overall, I think Kenshi of the Bland trilogy was the best character they introduced.
So it was cool to see him in here.
So it is cool. It is cool to see him here.
Then we have Rain. So Rain's finally back.
Yes. Finally. He's so fun to play as in this game.
He is. And then,
he might be my second favorite. This is funny because Sub-Zero is my favorite character. Then Noob Saibot, then Scorpion. But Rain is so fun to play in this game.
And then this one blew my mind. So this was the first game to have guest characters.
Yes.
Not traditional Mortal Kombat characters. Freddy Krueger.
You forgot.
I'm saving him for last. It's
okay.
console exclusive.
Okay.
Freddy Krueger.
But it's not Robert Englund. It's...
Actually, he does the voice.
Robert Englund does the voice? Now I'm happy. But it's the design of the remake one.
Because that movie had just come out. But it's Robert Englund's voice.
I don't care.
And I wasn't expecting Freddy Krueger.
Me either. I didn't expect it. I mean, I don't really play as him, but he's not that bad.
It's cool to have him in there.
It's really cool
His
to have him in there.
fatalities are based on kills from the movies, so that's cool.
Now, I'm a huge fan of those movies, so I appreciate.
There's one last character.
Actually, hang on. I didn't get into those movies till really after. I mean, I liked them until after the game, but so now, in hindsight, I really appreciate Freddy in this game.
I've only seen the first 4, so and Freddy vs. Jason.
You really only need to see New Nightmare because that's the last good one.
But there's one other character, and I'm saving him for last because he was only on the PlayStation 3 version. The Xbox 360 didn't get anything.
We all thought they were going to get someone.
It was supposed to be Marcus Phoenix, but it fell through.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So
they're shooting themselves in the foot about that.
Here we have Kratos from God of War. I love...
With a stage.
He has a stage. I love Kratos' as a character. I love the God of War games. And to his credit, he looks great. He does play like Kratos.
He looks like from God of War 3. So that was really cool.
And he plays like you think Kratos would play as, but he doesn't feel like a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah, that's the real issue. I like God of War 2. I'm not a huge on like you are. They're fun.
Now, granted, him I expect to have weapons, because he has weapons out the whole time. But
yeah,
Kratos should.
Yeah.
But he plays like God. His first fatality is badass. His second one sucks. But overall, man, I can say this with a straight face. This is my favorite Mortal Kombat game.
It's my favorite.
And it's up there with Smash Bros. Ultimate, Tekken 3, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is my favorite fighting game of all time. Oh, and the original Soul Calibur. This is
I might
amazing.
say that too, honestly. This game really put Mortal Kombat back on the spot.
Hey, if you guys want to remaster this, put it on PS5.
I'll
buy it.
I will buy it in a heartbeat.
You know, this is an amazing, amazing Mortal Kombat game. Amazing fighting game.
Yeah.
Period. And this is really what Mortal Kombat needs, because now Mortal Kombat's bigger than it's ever been, and it's all thanks to
this game.
Like, up until 2015, this was actually the highest selling Mortal Kombat game.
The hype for this one was insane, though.
Through the roof, man. Wow. A lot of big games came out in 2011, though. Like, Arkham City came out that year. Dead Space 2 came out that year.
Oh, my God.
Sonic Generations came out that year. Uncharted 3 came out that year.
It's... and all those games we're huge fans of.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all those games we're going to be covering in the future.
Who knows, but right now we're focusing on Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, oh, man.
But, yeah, no, this is an amazing, amazing game. And if you haven't played it,
you really should.
Well, I'm baffled.
Honestly. And what's good about this, if you're a newbie, you could jump into it.
There's a fatality trainer in this.
There's a fatality trainer. The story mode that literally explains pretty much... It's pretty fresh. Like, you can get the grips of what happened previously without having to play or look those story modes up. Or just look up the lore.
This is basically it's a reboot.
It's a reboot, and it's very beginner-friendly reboot. Like, you don't need to understand the previous stuff.
No, you could start... That's why. Well, that's why it's called Mortal Kombat. You could start fresh with this one. Does that mean MKX is a reboot of 4? No! No, they don't acknowledge anything past MK3 after this.
Yeah, it's... I mean... Clearly everything else happened, but there's, like, no mention.
No Onaga, no Deadly Alliance. Well, they're...
Yeah, Deadly Alliance did happen.
Shang Tsung dead, so...
He's dead.
But next time we discuss Mortal Kombat, we will be talking about Mortal Kombat X. So stick around for that. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.
See you.